This broadcast is co-presented by Ultratech and JK Tire in association with Axis Max Life Insurance, Tata Capital, Ford New, Sketchers, and Scorpio N.
Third Test match, Day 5, Session 1, Lords. It's all set up. 135 to get, 6 wickets. Wow, there you go. 387 and 387, only 9 times in the history of the game. Then England 192. They're sitting there saying, how on earth do we defend 192? Then Cars comes out, picks up 2. Stokes has that dramatic last over. Rahul all composed, 33 not out of those 58. And now Rishabh Pant becomes the Jadeja, the form of his life. Young Nitish Reddy, Washington Sundar, there's 5 batters to get 135 runs. What are England's plans today? Are they going to come out firing? Are they going to say, maybe we'll use the spinner? Initially unlikely. Probably Carson Stokes. Just tell Jofra Archer, go boom boom. Rahul in the 4th innings. He's already done much better than that, but he's in very good form at the moment. Rishabh Pant 51.77. I can't even read what the next 3 names are. If you're an India fan, you don't want to read those numbers there. 15, 1 and 15 now. They double those. They get 30s each. 130 is gettable. It's all in the mind. It's all in the mind. Who's going to be stronger today? Is it Stokes? Is it Rahul? Is it Rishabh? Is it Cars? We'll find out very shortly. Here they come onto the field.
Guys, यार माउथ तो फ्रेश कर लिया, बॉडी का क्या मतलब?
क्या? अरे यार बॉडी को फ्रेश कैसे करोगे? अभी ट्रेन में नहाता कौन है? नहाना नहीं, लगाना। छोटा फॉग।
छोटा फ्रॉग। हर मौके को महका छोटा फ्रॉग लगाओ।
It could not be closer. That's the equation. Most people you speak to are split. No one can call it. And as we thought, it will be Rishabh Pant. Wicket fell off the last ball yesterday. Stokes still has 3 in this over. But this is the partnership for India, and this is the partnership, Ravi Shastri, that England need to break.
Morning guys, morning all. No question about that. And especially Rishabh Pant. The reason the emphasis on Pant is because he's dangerous. If England manage to get him early, they'll feel they can control the game. Here Rahul too has a massive role to play. 100 in the 1st innings, looked solid yesterday. His presence in the middle will be a calming influence for the dressing room. And from England's point of view, it's in many ways it's good that Stokes has 3 deliveries up his sleeve, because that will dictate whether he carries on. Ideally, he should carry on and bowl this first spell of his from this end, the nursery end.
Stokes has to finish an over. Keep an eye on who bowls at the other end. Everyone feels that Stokes should stay on at the nursery end. 2 slips, a gully, 2 men out leg side.
Interesting to see Pant's approach. Well, whether the state of the game will dictate the way he plays, or will he just play his natural game?
A lot of India fans in, and that will get the first cheer. No, Virat Kohli, he's retired. He was the king of the run chase. India need to find a new one that will see him over the line. You cannot overestimate the importance of today. With 2 games to go, to take a 2-1 lead would be crucial.
So what a Anderson Tendulkar trophy we're having. Every test match so far going to the last day.
Early win this has India just in front. Few have it the other way round. Be fascinating if England get an early one with one of these two. It will switch hugely. Past the outside edge. 59 for 4.
For the first time on Sri Lankan TV, Dialogue Television brings you Lionsgate Play. Yeah, sure is.
We're going to have a great time.
All right. Now available free of charge to all Dialogue View Hub and View Mini postpaid customers. To access, simply go to the home screen on your Dialogue View and go to Movies and select Lionsgate Play.
සානදුව මේ පැත්තට ආවද? අනේ දෙයියනේ දුර වහලා තිබුණේ සාලේ.
මේ වගේ පොඩි ළමයෙක්ට තනියම එළියට යන්න බෑ.
යා මොනවා කරනවා ඇතිද? මට කොහෙන් හරි මගේ දරුවව ගෙනත් දෙන්න. ඔයාගේ කැමතිම ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් ක්ලික් කරගන්නේ නැතුව view app එකේ status හැපෙන්නේ නැතුවම බලන්න. අදම view app එක download කර ඔයාගේ Dialogue TV collection එක add කරන්න. මම ඉතින් හිතාගෙන ඉන්නේ කමෙන්ට් එක රසාව දෙන්න.
හොඳයි. මේ අස්සයට පුතර ගුණ ඉන්නේ කියලා දෙන්න ඕනේ නෑ.
මට කවදාම ජීවිතේ තේරුම් ගන්න බැරි වුණා සමහරවිට.
He's got an injured finger, and you could see the way he took his hand off the bat moment he played that. Can keep wickets for most of this game. That would have hit the toe end of the bat, and that's why the jarring.
Full again. And that will wake up the Indian fans. The first boundary of day 5.
Easy pickings. He's got to hit the deck. This was a full leg stump. All he had to do was get his bat down in time, which he did. Always comforting when you get a boundary early doors.
Too full. From both ends now, Archer. Can he drag his length back? Yeah, don't leave there.
Yes, that's what he wants. That's what his captain wants. Bang away in that area and let the pitch do the rest. Just the right. And the line. If it bounces from there, you come into play. Gets the shoulder of the bat or the glove. If it keeps low, the leg befores, the folds come in. We've seen a lot of players hold in this game. Stumps being rattled.
It's good. The Yorker might hurt, but also with a dodgy digit hitting the splice of the bat, you are often taking that bottom hand off the bat. Not so much for the pain, but the prospect of pain. It might clip the bottom finger.
That one bounced. Did bounce. Better length. Archer.
141 these two put on in the first innings before that run out, just before lunch.
If England were to win this game, they'll say that is the turning point, that run out in this contest. If India go on to win it, let's say Washington.
Sundar kaviyata
This is it. The power, the passion, and the stage. Global Super League 2025. Catch the action live on the Papare TV2, Dialogue View, and thepapare.com. A fierce T20 showdown is upon us. Zimbabwe, South Africa, New Zealand. 3 nations, 1 trophy. Catch the action live on the Papare TV1, Dialogue View, and thepapare.com.
Classic cover drive from Kale. The sweeper will tidy up. Zach Crawley.
And see the roar from the crowd. There are a lot of fans who come in very early. They're queued up a good hour before start of play. Not trying to hit it too hard. And leaning into it nicely. Mentioned earlier his presence in the middle. This will be a calming influence for the dressing room.
A bit like another Rahul Dravid, who made his debut on this ground a very long time ago.
Yeah, 1996. And 95, 96, in fact, both made their debut in that series, Saurav Ganguly and Rahul Dravid. Ganguly getting 100 here. Dravid, I think, out in the 90s, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and at the start of a serious batting lineup for years to come.
He really has tightened up his game. For a long period of time, he was a little suspect with the ball that came in. Get out whole leg before. Now he's just opened up a bit with that front foot. Get a pet. The bat come down nicely.
The other thing to factor in is obviously the cricket ball. I know we've discussed it a lot, probably too much, but this now is nearly 20 overs old, and it will get soft and it will get easier, and those balls that bounce will become less and less.
And also the fact that the roller has been used this morning, that effect will stay for about 40 minutes. So it's a good time to bat for India. 20 overs old, all a little softer, roller taking effect. They can see through this first hour without losing a wicket. They'll feel they're in a good position. You can see the difference when the ball is a little older. We saw Jasprit Bumrah yesterday. He was spiteful when play started. The ball was hard and new. The openers had a torrid time. Zach Crawley in particular, very little he could do. The ball bouncing and keeping low, wrapped on the knuckles a few times.
$66 for 4. Roll of the ship manually.
If we make a mistake, we put the entire ship at risk.
Come on! This isn't working.
You can do this, buddy.
I'm with you.
Incoming swell. Brace for impact.
Now available free of charge to all Dialogue View.
2 साल चलते हैं।
2 साल?
नए एक्वागार्ड में है नैनोपोर टेक्नोलॉजी वाले फिल्टर्स जो दे सुरक्षा पूरे 2 साल तक। एक्वागार्ड लॉन्ग लाइफ फिल्टर्स, लाइफ लॉन्ग सुरक्षा। लोटस इफेक्ट टेक्नोलॉजी वाला एशियन पेंट्स एप्पलाइट ऑल प्रोटेक्ट।
ये दाग को दाग बनने ही ना दे।
It's that Edgbaston 05 feel about it, isn't it? Famous Ashes Test match. Steve Harmison bowled a full toss that was drilled straight to Simon Jones on the boundary. Well, talking of Steve Harmison, who's been here all week, and this morning he rang the bell. Fantastic fast bowler. He would have been a handful bowling from the nursery end, hitting those cracks. That was his natural length, around about 8 metres. Yes, yes.
It's good from India's point of view. They have a right-hand, left-hand batting combination out there. Bowlers have to keep adjusting every time the strike rotates. Can't just set yourself up to bowl one line, one length. Scoreboard will tick along, especially with this pair.
The pavilion.
Well, one was wondering how long it would take for Rishabh Pant to give the charge. It's not taken long. It's got a dodgy finger, but that didn't make a difference. One hand was good enough to keep the bat on course, on line.
And in his hand. After Edgbaston, occasionally, and not just Edgbaston, that occasionally flies out of that hand.
It's one of his great strengths. He has so much time when he defends. As if, okay, I've gone down the ground, given the charge, now let me just stay where I am. Block a couple. And again try something out of the ordinary. That's why you don't know what he's up to. They're very difficult to control the game whilst he's there. He'll give you chances though.
Archer finds the length and he gets the wicket. Crucial wicket of Rishabh Pant. What a delivery this is. Extra pace of Archer, coming handy at just the right time for England in his second over. He said attack the stumps, target the stumps, the batsman misses, you hit. That's a beautiful delivery, it's pitched straight in, and the off stump has gone for a walk. What a delivery that is, perfect length, just enough seam movement to send the off-stump cartwheeling. Great sight for any spectator, anyone watching. And Rishabh Pant has to depart. He goes for 9, that's a big win. And India now 71 for 5.
Semakin Mobile Legend control karana yamena gaman Mobile Legend TV balana
upgrade vanu dialogue view attekiwa obat attidilla dialogue thing plus eta tavasiya takshanin palakan pada shrinam kave ank eki rasa swadaya
a win-win situation my tongue by my mind.
The mark. 72 for 5.
कोई वेला
Power, the passion, and the stage. Global Super League 2025. Catch the action live on the Papare TV2, Dialogue View, and thepapare.com. A fierce T20 showdown is upon us. Zimbabwe, South Africa, New Zealand. 3 nations, 1 trophy. Catch the action live on the Papare TV1, Dialogue View, and thepapare.com.
कैंट आरओ देता है सबसे प्योर पानी और कैंट आरओ प्योरिटी दिखाता भी है, खुद ही देख लीजिए। कैंट का सबसे शुद्ध पानी पियो और हेल्दी रहो।
पंकज जी को बीमारी के कारण 7 बार हॉस्पिटल में एडमिट होना पड़ा। पॉलिसी बाजार की टीम ने हर बार उनका लाखों का क्लेम अप्रूव करवाने में पूरी हेल्प की। बीमारी में हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस ही काम आएगा। पॉलिसी बाजार पर 1 करोड़ का हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ 360 रुपए महीने से शुरू।
Length was the key. Often you talk to bowlers, what's the length for specific pitches to hit top of off? That was perfect.
Then Duckett was at point, and he would have seen this. It's a terrific sight. For a fast bowler charging in, nothing better than seeing the stumps being rattled.
Well, it was 55 for India, Winviz, while Pant was at the crease. India were favourites, it's just flipped over. England now with that 1 wicket and Rishabh gone, slight favourites.
What an enthralling next 3 hours in store. Fabulous stuff. There'll be tension in both the dressing rooms. It's a tension in both the dressing rooms. It's that kind of day. If you've not got a nail, you cut your nails, time to go to work. Proud as well. It's Test cricket at its best. And great advertisement for the game. There's 3 test matches, 15 days of cricket.
No, going down.
Just drifting down.
Yes, yes. It's gone quickly. Well, he picks it up, they come back for 2.
Rock solid he is. He's playing late again, just opening the face of the blade. Total control. He's looked a class apart in this game, in both the innings.
$75 for 5.
Dialogue television samaging anagatya.
Another player who's been in form and played well. Very experienced now, Jadeja.
You get excited because it's 5 down, but one of those 5, obviously the night watchman, Akashdeep, and now into those 3 all-rounders, and they are genuine all-rounders. Washington Sundar is a serious number 9 now. You know, Reddy can bat, as can Jadeja, so still work, plenty of work for England. I think Jadeja's concerned about that red hat. That one.
Again, just enough movement. This is challenging stuff for the left-hander. Excellent line from around the wicket. When you bowl at that angle, as a left-hander, you've got to look to play at it.
Edge with soft hands, and that will run away to the boundary.
As you said, soft hands, nicely played. And that's one of his great strengths. That's why he does well in England with the bat. He's got a good defense. Nice loose bottom hand. That helps the ball to go to ground. absorbing cricket this.
पता है ये लंबी सी मेट्रो लाइन सिर्फ इसलिए कि पापा जल्दी घर पर आए और ये दोनों उनकी गोदी में छलांग मार पाए। देश के नंबर 1 सीमेंट अल्ट्राटेक में हम मानते हैं, बनेगा तो बढ़ेगा इंडिया।
Scorpio N, the big daddy of SUVs, now with ADAS. Z8 range stops at 17.58 lakh.
फ्यूचर में मैं रिटायरमेंट लूंगा, उसी की प्रैक्टिस कर रहा हूँ। मैंने लाइफ टाइम प्लानिंग ऑलरेडी कर ली है।
पाइए गारंटीड रिटर्न्स और इंस्टेंट इनकम का डबल भरोसा।
एक्सिस मैक्स लाइफ इंश्योरेंस।
भरोसा तुम हो।
Did you take your gloves off when batting?
I wore inners. Yeah, I used to wear inners a lot. I was fussy about all my equipment, to be honest. It became a complete mental thing, unsurprisingly, with me.
DK at the back of the box, chirping away, saying you're fussy in life. Yeah, some, MS Dhoni, another one, always takes his gloves off. Some just don't take it off. Could be superstition as well. Line good. Keep saying target the stumps. In this game, 14 wickets have fallen bowled. It's the most in a test match here since 1965. India have hit the stumps 12, which is a record. Number of bowls in a test. England 2, one of them this morning.
No run.
LBW shout. Stokes very interested. It nipped a long way back. Stokes is saying, why not? Root's saying he's a long way back. Skipper.
It's two sounds now, whether it's back first, pad, he goes up. The right thing to do, because this could be tight. Pad first.
TV umpire to director. We have a player review for LBW. Original decision is no doubt. I have checked the feet. It's a fair delivery. Front on, please. Appears to be no bat involved to confirm our practice. Yeah, bat flipping the pad. Roll forward. Roll forward. Yeah, satisfied. Pad fast. Go for ball tracking when ready, please. Original decision not out. Pitching outside off.
Brilliant appeal, brilliant review. Stokes knew it. Root knew he was a long way back. The only thing was, did he hit it? He didn't. He hit his back pad. They wanted Pant, they got Pant. They wanted Rahul, they've got him now. And it's that man Stokes.
This is a big effort ball from the captain. Again, rising to the occasion when needed. He said it's good that he will be carrying on a spell. He went up, he wanted it badly. And the review going England's way, and that's a massive wicket. First punt, now Rahul. And India now suddenly 81 for 6.
Dialogue television. Ito dawasi takshin balagan Sri Lanka ve ank eki rasa swadya.
नए घर में चाय के मजे कहाँ लोगे? ये खूबसूरत चिंता आप करिए। होम लोन की चिंता हम संभाल लेंगे with attractive interest rates and instant sanction.
लोटस इफेक्ट टेक्नोलॉजी वाला एशियन पेंट्स एप्पलाइट ऑल प्रोटेक्ट। ये दाग को दाग बनने ही ना दे।
It's a Stokes standard morning. 2 big wickets already, 1 for Archer, 1 for Stokes, 81 for 6 India.
For the first time on Sri Lankan TV, Dialogue Television brings you Lionsgate Play.
Enjoy this. We're going to have a great time.
All right. Now available free of charge to all Dialogue View Hub and View Mini postpaid customers. To access, simply go to the home screen on your Dialogue View and go to Movies and select Lionsgate Play. This is it. The power, the passion, and the stage. Global Super League 2024. Catch the action live on the Papare TV2, Dialogue View, and thepapare.com. A fierce T20 showdown is upon us. Zimbabwe, South Africa, New Zealand. 3 nations, 1 trophy. Catch the action live on the Papare TV1, Dialogue View, and thepapare.com.
Moving very, very fast. Ben Stokes is right at the center of it all. Is it this man, Jofra Archer? This is such a big moment.
It is. Here's the man who got 100 in the first innings, was looking to anchor the innings, and he gets a ball that nips back in from Ben Stokes. He's a tall man, Rahul. He's been hit just above the knee roll. You can see that. And I have to say, having seen some of the Hawkeye direction of the ball, this one hasn't climbed as much as when the Indian bowlers were bowling. When the Indian bowlers were bowling, there were LBW appeals. The ball was going above the stumps.
Sonny, it's out. It's yes, 3 runs. He's on his way.
Yes, it is. It is. It is. I'm just talking about the technology. I'm just questioning the technology.
That's interesting with Washington Sundar in strike. Duckett has come back at gully. For Ravindra Jadeja, he was at a sort of fly slip. So much happening for 3 days. This game was just meandering along. It was playing at its own pace, and you wondered about this game. You thought the pitch is too slow, and Test cricket has a way of writing its own script. Average of 42 is a much underspoken cricketer, if you can call it that way. Don't talk much about Washington Sundar. So many key moments. He's been up there. Took 11 wickets in a Test match. Got a 90 in a Test match.
He's a very good player, very good batter. But sometimes he can get a bit ahead of himself, so he's just got to play each ball on its merit. He's got a very experienced Jadeja at the other end. Both of them are pretty cool customers. They've played in the IPL. They know what pressure is. They know what tension is. They know what the asking rate, etc. is. This partnership is going to be crucial.
Washington Sundar, in his interviews last night, said that India had won this game. So it's 2-1.
Oh, he's setting it. This is a big moment because this is a phenomenal catch. Jofra Archer, the athlete in him, has emerged. This is a difficult catch, but he's taken it. And I'm afraid Washington Sundar is to go, and England are rampant.
Well, it's brilliant from Archer, it's brilliant from Stokes. He could quite easily have started with Bryden and Cars from the pavilion end. He went with Archer, did for Pant, and now Archer does for Sundar. Brilliant catch. And England are just cracking this game wide open.
Well, just like I thought, he's just gone a little ahead of himself. You know, he's a very good batter, but there was no need to be playing this shot. This is almost like what I don't even know when you look at that shot what he was looking to do. To defend it, he was just looking to maybe just scoop it or whatever it is, but that has cost him his wicket. He's gone for a duck. 7 down, 82.
Sahani dua mein patrawad. Hane de yene dono mahalat nipune sale. Mama.
Freshness, while stone cold body perfumes.
फ्यूचर में मैं कभी तो रिटायरमेंट लूंगा, उसी की प्रैक्टिस कर रहा हूँ. मैंने लाइफ टाइम प्लानिंग ऑलरेडी कर ली है.
पाइए गारंटीड रिटर्न्स और इंस्टेंट इनकम का डबल भरोसा.
एक्सिस मैक्स लाइफ इंश्योरेंस.
भरोसा तुम हो.
Nitish Kumar Reddy gets a slaughter. He's on fire. Jofra Archer, you can imagine. Oops, Jofra. Wasn't on for Suraj. Oops, Jofra, but you can understand he's all fired up.
Let's look at the scorecard. India in the second innings were 41 for 1. And now 82 for 7. And it's down to the brilliance of England's bowling. The pitch has got a bit of life in it. And India so far have just not been able to cope with the pressure.
Michael, you might have said it there. There's two things here. There's the bowling and there's the pressure, the situation. The bowling has been magnificent. The situation is strangling them a little bit. 82 for 7. Cut to.
available free of charge to all Dialog View Hub and View Mini postpaid customers. To access, simply go to the home screen on your Dialog View and go to Movies and select Lionsgate Play.
बिना गैस वाला फॉग ये जल्दी से उड़ेगा नहीं, रहेगा।
Jadeja. So Nitish Reddy in strike, I wonder what he's thinking. Is he thinking 83 for 7, why me in this situation? Or is he thinking, this is my chance? This is my one chance to show that I belong at this level. When the going gets tough, can I be the person? And it depends on your temperament as a person. Do you get buoyed up by situations like that, like Ben Stokes? Ben Stokes wades into situations. The going gets tough, he wants to be in the middle of it all. Can you possess that temperament? You score 114 again, so you've also got to look what comes around, and that's what India will want. You don't need 100 today, but can you deliver a 40-50 from here? Amen, Jadeja. Because after this, there isn't much to fall back upon. This match has moved very, very, very quickly. Nitish Reddy now tends to not really take his front foot too far forward. That is the danger. Because Ben Stokes is getting the ball to nip back in. Barely takes his front foot forward. That is going to be the danger that he's got to watch out for. Still only 2 slips in the gully. You look at the field, it's not an 83 for 7 field. They'll take a run. These two, when they were running in the first innings, a bit helter-skelter.
Yeah, but it's a good field, Harsh, because England know that they don't want to leak boundaries. And this is the kind of wicket now that LBW and bowled. That's really what you're bowling for. They've got a split field, protection down the ground. They've got a couple of slips for that outside edge, but I'm going to bowling for the LBW and the bowled.
Keeping Stokes waiting, Jadeja. 2 battles being fought, ball versus bat, and then the 2 minds.
Yeah.
Rahul, Rishabh Pant this morning, India needed them to put on 50, 60, 70 maybe, with 135 to get. Saw a couple of typical Rishabh Pant shots, and then that moment from Archer. I think when we look back at this game, we look back at that ball from Archer to Pant. It's among the many turning points in this game, twists and turns. Was that the one? Here's the moment. Was this the moment?
Yeah, it was tremendous bowling, but also good captaincy. Just put square leg on the boundary. I think Rishabh's expecting the short ball, and he hanged back, and then there's a bit of seam movement. I guess the rest is history.
That's an incredible delivery. Incredible delivery there. 86 for 7.
This is it. The power, the passion, and the stage. Global Super League 2025. Catch the action live on the Papare TV2, Dialog View, and thepapare.com. A fierce T20 showdown is upon us. Zimbabwe, South Africa, New Zealand. 3 nations, 1 trophy. Catch the action live on the Papare TV1, Dialog View, and thepapare.com.
රාජ මහත්තයෝ මේ මට ඔය ඩීල් වලින් නම් වැඩක් නැහැ. පර කරදරයක් නම් කරන්න එපා.
To the right hander. Into his 5th over now. I think that's what they would have expected of him today. One searing 5-over burst. Doesn't need to do anything more. He's opened the game for England.
Yeah, he's bowled with great pace. There's just a little bit of breeze behind him from the pavilion end, which will help him. I keep reminding everyone, this is just his 2nd game of cricket in 4 years in whites.
Bumrah and Siraj to come. You don't want to go there. By themselves, these two are very quick. The question is, how good are they together, running between the wickets? Well, this time around, they don't seem to be having any misunderstanding. They know where the fielders are. It quickly starts running. Jadeja is so swift between the wickets. He reached it comfortably. 106. At the moment, if you're an India fan watching it somewhere, it feels like 1,000. I guess they've got to think about it in tens. Let's score 10 runs. Then let's score another 10. Laid in small, achievable targets. All out. Cranking it up. That was 147 kilometers an hour. The previous ball, 143. I think he realizes he's got just 3 or 4 balls in him in this spell, so he's going for broke. It's the angle, going wide of the crease, clearly going down the leg side. Jadeja has used the pace to get some runs down the leg side with glances. They're looking to do that, but didn't quite connect this time around. He's a man on the boundary, fine-ish at long leg. What he's done is these little flicks, these nudges, he's kept fielders out for the flicks and the nudges that might reach the boundary. Square leg, long leg, deep point. He's always had those 3 out. Then he's had the catches, 2 slips and a gully. Cover point, extra cover, wide mid-on. He's a tall keeper. Smith, when he got up, I thought he might have got a glove to it, but he didn't. Invaluable runs, those. She's got some really good bounces, but this again is a quick one, but way too high. Take them where they come from. Take them where they come from. 5. Now 101 to get. $100 to win. It was 193 when it started. You come to 100 at a very heavy cost. For 40 for Archer, 93 for 7.
Dialogue television සමගින් අනාගතය අත්විඳින්න.
लोटस इफेक्ट टेक्नोलॉजी वाला एशियन पेंट्स एप्कोलाइट ऑल प्रोटेक्ट ये दाग को दाग बनने ही ना दे।
These two can bat, but it's 100 runs away. At what point do they start to think, no, I need to get that scoreboard moving. Do I attempt the adventurous shot?
Well, I think the sensible approach would be to wait for a change of bowling. Maybe when that change comes, they'll get a couple of loose deliveries and they can get on top of a Chris Wokes or a Bryden Cart.
Oh, wouldn't you like this to be a movie script? If this was a movie, he'd be walking out now and winning the game for India. But there are no scripts in this movie. He's here as a fan, Akshay Kumar. Loves the sport, and he's seeing a riveting battle. Square leg comes in. Deep point comes in.
Again, it's good captaincy. Then Stokes brings the field in and offers up a fuller length delivery to Nitish Kumar, ready to drive. See there on the offside that the fielder's up. So there is a chance for Kumar to get one through, to get a boundary, but it may come at a risk.
Under 100. It's Bumrah and Siraj to come. Just keep your eyes out on the left. That is the area from where all the mischief is happening. Stokes and Bumrah, we talked about that on Kent extra innings. Why is it that those two have been so effective bowling from the nursery end? It's at length there, between 7 and 8 meters.
What is he?
They use their wrists a lot more than the other bowlers. So a little flick of the wrist can get the ball to bounce just a little bit more than what the others have been doing. Such a tug of war this series has been. 1-1, scores level 387. Who goes 2-1 with 2 to play? At the moment, this game is in England's pocket. Can India pick it? 99 to get 94 for 7 after 28.
कोई वेलावत कोटू आते
This movie saa video on demand. Mobile again TV balan. Upgrade for the dialogue team addekima obat attidilla. Dialogue team plus. Ito tavasi takshin palakan bata Sri Lankawe anka iki rasa swade.
Experience the future with Dialogue Television. Best of local and international content. Thousands of videos on demand. Seamless rewind. Remoteless control on your mobile. Continue watching on the go. Your Dialogue View experience is now upgraded. Dialogue View Plus, tomorrow's entertainment today.
हॉस्पिटल में एडमिट होना पड़ा तो पॉलिसी बाजार की टीम ने तुरंत वहां पहुंचकर
Yes, easy, said Ravindra Jadeja. No, impossible, I think was a response from the other end. Scoring another over out of Jofra.
You certainly don't want to take a run when Ben Stokes is around, because you might just see half a stump and it's still hit it. So that's the kind of impact player, game-changing player he is. No chance.
At best a third of a run in it.
He just bowled it over at full tilt, and look at the energy levels there from the England captain.
Kept a little low, kept a little low.
89.4 miles an hour, 144 kilometres. This is tremendous test match cricket. It's what you need in your attack. Just bowlers that can bowl with good pace. This spell from Jofra Archer is the fastest spell and bowler since 2006 on day 5. An average of 144 kilometres a ball.
And he's kept it going. This is the 6th over, he's not flagged. It is a game-changing spell. That's what players like Archer do. Why you want them in the side. It might seem they're doing very little, just looping around at fine leg. Then with ball in hand, they can turn it on. Archer, Stokes. You watch Stokes on the field, it's worth coming here just to watch. So much energy around him. At the end of the first test match, when there were 7 days left, he said, I was knackered. For 3 days, he did absolutely nothing. I have a feeling it's going to be 4 or 5 days that he does absolutely nothing after this, because he's thrown himself into this game. He's bowled magnificently. I think over after over after over, he's been England's best bowler in the series. This morning, Jofra Archer. Then Ben Stokes, KL Rahul. Very deep in his crease, Ben Stokes was Rahul, and then Washington Sundar. Brilliant return catch from Archer. Packed house, full house for day 5. Normally on day 5 you'll see pockets around, not that many people. Working day, Monday. They've all turned up to watch very, very good test match cricket. At the moment the home team's doing well, they'll sneak the single in and they'll get it. Just a little run ticking over. 98 to get India, 95 for 7 after 29. A little breather today. It's time for drinks.
This is it. The power, the passion, and the stage. Global Super League 2025. Catch the action live on the Papare TV2, Dialogue View, and thepapare.com. A fierce T20 showdown is upon us. Zimbabwe, South Africa, New Zealand. 3 nations, 1 trophy. Catch the action live on the Papare TV1, Dialogue View, and thepapare.com.
Dialogue television සමගින් අනාගතය අත්විඳින්න. පහසුවෙන් රිවයින් කරන්න. මොබයිල් එකෙන් කන්ට්‍රෝල් කරන්න. අප්ග්‍රේඩ් වුණු ඩයලොග් තිව් අත්දැකීම ඔබත් අත්විඳින්න. ඩයලොග් තිව් ප්ලස්. හෙට දවසේ තාක්ෂණයෙන් බලගන්න ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 රසාස්වාදය.
Try to kill you, but that wasn't me. Okay, maybe it was me, but it wasn't my fault.
The passion and the stage. Global Super League 2025. The Papare TV2, Dialogue View, and the Papare.com. A fierce T20 showdown is upon us. Zimbabwe, South Africa, New Zealand. 3 nations, 1 trophy. Catch the action live on the Papare TV1, Dialogue View, and the Papare.com.
Mama, if you meet Dagani, comment take Rasavati.
Anthassaraya, me and Sir Putruguni in the Gila.
What a cow, I was irritating, gun very no summonally.
I put Ryder's face back on top of your face. Like a deep fake situation.
He was in my way, I got rid of him.
He wasn't fit to wear this crown. And you are not fit to wear this crown. This crown is mine. This kingdom is...
Saved my life.
Then we're even.
A little bit nervous because Nitish Reddy was that luncheon session on day 2 was out in the middle. Probably about 3 to 4 run-out opportunities that he was involved in. England didn't take advantage of it then. They'll be ready for it though today. Just Bumrah and Siraj to come. This is the partnership.
They have really fought well in this test. They've come back with the ball, done really nicely. Those 3 wickets at the end of day's play yesterday changed the fortunes for England so far.
Nitish Reddy, more than capable with the bat. He's got a 100 back in domestic cricket in India. He had that magnificent century at the MCG in the Border Gavaskar Trophy. A couple of starts in this series. He's been picked for his all-round capabilities.
Bowling!
97 runs. How many did these two have to tick off? It feels like it's going to be a fair chunk of it, isn't it? As we get to make that 96 runs. There's the no ball there from Stokes.
I'd like to think they're an Indian supporter. Jadeja and Nitish Reddy need to be there for at least 90% of whatever is left. Too much batting to follow, and they haven't shown any promise in the series so far, the lower order. They've had a couple of collapses as well. They did well with the inclusion of Washington in the last test, but he's gotten out as well now. Not much to follow. Nitish Reddy's looked solid. He's defended confidently, called loudly. They had their moments in the first innings, but so far, they've run their singles quite quick. They've been ready. Going to be a bowling change very soon. Pretty sure Jofra Archer has bowled quite a long spell. Very successful, picking up 2 wickets. Ben Stokes is almost bowled unchanged. He started last night, he got a break overnight, but he's come back and he just kept bowling. One of the things that you're used to seeing with Ben Stokes.
It's good delivery, but an equally it's a good shot there from Nitish Reddy. Kept his head up, didn't collapse too much down the slope. Full face of the bat. And struck for archery yet again from mid-wicket, comes in. It just reminds Nitish Reddy about the competition that he's in, which I have a feeling, DK, he well and truly knows.
I think so. When you wear the white, you're aware you're playing Test cricket. Haringbrook reminding him that it's not the IPL right now. I'd like to think he's in England. He's very aware of what he's doing.
What's his temperament like? Is he the kind of guy that would like to engage a little bit more? Is he battling with that, or is he a pretty quiet guy?
He's a pretty calm guy. But I did see him get excited when he picked up the wicket of Zach Crawley, and in that 5 minutes play of day 3 towards the end as well. He's very charged up, but didn't say too much. But he's looking calm, he's looking the part, but he knows India's under pressure. Still 96 runs to get. He's got a major role to play. He's trying hard. He's brought his defensive skills to the fore so far. The field spreading out, deep point going back, deep square leg on the line. They're trying to bowl as much as possible to Nitish Reddy right now.
He flirts outside off stump. He remains though. And it will be Jadeja on strike, 97 for 7.
නැත්තම් පාර යන වාහනයක් ඕගොල්ලන් අරගෙන වෙද මහත්තයා
කතුරුයි
to take control of the ship manually.
If we make a mistake, we put the entire ship at risk.
Come on! This isn't working!
You can do this, buddy.
I'm with you.
Incoming swell. Brace for impact.
Now available free of charge to all Dialog View Hub and View Mini postpaid customers. To access, simply go to the home screen on your Dialog View and go to Movies and select Lionsgate Play.
It's a little bit big on him, but rides the ball well.
And this was what Mel was speaking about, how well he bowled yesterday. Picked up a couple of wickets late last evening. Got swing, the first one to go. Kapil Nair just left the straight one, didn't go out, went with the angle and the slope. And Shubman Gill, the big one, the highest run getter of the series. Late in the evening, getting one to just come back in off the slope, and also a little bit of seam movement. He knew he was absolutely plumb. Bryden Cast bowled quite a quick and a nice spell yesterday.
Again, gets up nice and tall. Wonderful control backward of point is what England have been after. They get Nitish Reddy on strike.
Now if you're Jadeja or Nitish Kumar Reddy, unlike in white ball cricket, things won't happen in a jiffy. You have to take your time to score 80, 90 runs as a partnership. You're talking about at least an hour, hour and a half. You need to be solid in your defense, but also be ready for your attacking opportunities. Anything full, anything slightly short, or try and put it away. The deep square leg is out. Bryden Cast saying, I could bowl the odd bouncer, deep fine leg as well, but no one else patrolling the boundary.
Every run is going to be cheered by the Indian supporters here.
You're walking into the stadium, so many Indians, Mel, all of them asking just the one question: are we going to win? Most definitely, yes. We needed a couple of partnerships, I said. So far, there have been none. Some good bowling by England. As you can see, they've come in big numbers, Mel, on a Monday morning.
Come on, what was their reaction? Were they sort of sitting half-half? Were they fully confident that India would get over the line?
Some were very confident. Some were nervous, you can see. You understand those emotions. As it is in the dressing room now, Sitanshu Kota, the batting coach, Gautam Gambhir, the head coach of the Indian team. It's normal to be nervous at this point of time. There's not much you can do as a coach. Jadeja just indicating that it just not only bounced but also cut away a little bit. Ended up following it in front of Joe Root there. Quite nicely played. Luckily it took the glove and not the top edge of the bat. He was rising with the ball. Hitting his top hand. Tells you it's bounced.
Coach has asked for the players and the crowd to lift, and that's exactly what they're doing. And then he goes full.
Jadeja was a little late. He was looking for that length ball, or probably slightly short. Almost an afterthought to come in the front to play that defense. But what an atmosphere it is right now. Just have a look at Jadeja. You're looking for the short ball, almost going on the back and then coming forward at the last minute. Stokes is asking for some noise, but all they're saying is India right now.
They're like, we see you, we hear you, Ben Stokes, and we're going to raise you some noise. Two competitions here at Lord's.
पर सर JSW सीमेंट ही क्यों?
क्योंकि JSW सीमेंट में है स्टील की मजबूती, और असली मजबूती वो होती है जो सालों साल बढ़ती जाए।
JSW सीमेंट, मजबूती जो सालों साल बढ़ती जाए।
तीनों कॉलेज में
डोंट वरी,
फीस तो देखो।
क्या हाल है? क्या हुआ? हाँ,
फीस की टेंशन।
राहुल का बैंक अकाउंट तो है ही। रास्ता क्लियर। बैंक से जरूरत भर के हिसाब से स्टूडेंट एजुकेशन लोन इजीली मिलेगा, और उसमें भी 4 लाख रुपए तक, नो कोलैटरल। वो कहाँ? मिठाई।
RBI कहता है करो से ही शुरुआत, बनो फाइनेंशियली स्मार्ट।
We just heard Stuart Broad speak about the fact that this is probably few test matches that he's seen where there's so much sledging between both teams and a lot being spoken about, but it's been fun. And that creates the atmosphere, the rivalries. So far today, they haven't crossed the line, but they've made sure that both teams know that they're in with a contest. Passion coming through when they're playing test cricket. 3 days, a bit of a slow burn. Yesterday and today is just accelerated.
Nice looking shot. We're hard to please though, aren't we? 3 days slow burn. We had centuries to Root and KO. We had Bumrah going up on the honours board with a fifer.
Rishabh Pant with a good looking 70, Jadeja as well.
This is what Test match cricket is producing these days, and this is fantastic for the format. Standard being set here by England and India. Fantastic for the rest of world cricket to join in the party. But solid in defence once again.
And Lord's has been the venue for a couple of great test matches in this last month. Championship final, the Rainbow Nation beating Australia there, coming back from behind and pulling off a memorable victory. And so far this test match hasn't disappointed one bit. It's been high octane action. And this Indian team has really done well for themselves. They stood toe-to-toe consistently in this series, been ahead a lot of the times. England, as you would know, home conditions. That's very nicely left that by Nitish Reddy. He's been playing the centre of the bat a few times. This one slightly wider, didn't get tempted. Played at one the last over of Ben Stokes, the last ball, but this one a similar delivery, but made sure that he didn't get close to it. Knew it was further out from him, let the ball go.
The moment you're alluding to, DK, where Benny McCullum sent Tim Southey, the bowling coach for England, for this series down to the sideline. I had a chat to Ben Stokes a couple of days ago just to say, I think that's enough, Ben. Rest yourself. Just, ease in. We've got a couple of days to go. That will not be the case today. We'll be all over to Ben Stokes and how he manages his bowlers, including himself. Hurried him up, and it's a big inside edge. They'll just settle for the single. The 100 comes up for India. 93 runs to win it.
Matteo me, Matteo di Lorin number and me, for Carter and Nankaranipa.
Dialogue television. Rewind කරන්න. While again TV දැකීම ඔබත් අත්විඳින්න. Dialogue Film Plus හෙට දවසේ තාක්ෂණයෙන් බලගන්නට ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 රසාස්වාදය.
This is it. The power, the passion, and the stage. Global Super League 2025.
Just like Jofra Archer likes bowling to left-handers, I think Bryden Cast prefers bowling to right-handers. Gets that outswing and the ball to come back in off the seam or the wobble seam. That's how he got Shubman Gill yesterday. And in fact, Karun Nair as well. Ball in swing, just went with his arm straight through. Chris Wokes would be in for a spell very soon.
To back that conversation piece up, DK, that is exactly how he set up Karun Nair yesterday, Bryden Cast. From the pavilion end, he went full and wide, elicited the false shot, but it's the away swing. That is his natural tendency to then the very next ball, at natural variation here at Lords, it jags back in and gets the wicket that sent Lords alight. He then picked up Gill shortly after.
When you speak to great batters, they'll always tell you if you get beaten on a ball, you forget it, erase it from your memory and look at the next ball as a new piece of action. And that's where Karun Nair missed. He played the previous one, or rather reacted to the previous ball when he got out to the one where he just left. Ideally should have been looking to play and then probably leave the ball, but he was already in his mind, he was thinking, there's a bit of outswing, let me just leave it if it's outside off stump. He just kept coming with the angle and probably the slope as well.
Yes, but Bumrah, he's not leaving anything shadow batting in the change room at the moment. Forward defence, backward defence. Yeah, well fielded. Little moments again. Archer's already pulled off a magnificent caught and bowled. Showed his athleticism there and has showed his athleticism backward of point.
That's good work from the big man standing at point. Never easy. He's just finished a long spell. Bit to his right, moving across, and then most importantly, putting the dive in. It's never easy at point, Mel. Ask me about it, especially at Lord's. NASA, as usual, reminding me quietly.
DK, it wasn't that quiet. We could all hear it. The vocal support has not stopped since the moment the England team took to the ground. You can understand why. Such an even game coming into day 5. 135 runs, 6 wickets was the equation.
This is it. The power, the passion, and the stage. Global Super League 2025. Catch the action live on the Papare TV2, Dialogue View, and thepapare.com. A fierce T20 showdown is upon us. Zimbabwe, South Africa, New Zealand. 3 nations, 1 trophy. Catch the action live on the Papare TV1, Dialogue View, papare.com.
सब तो उड़ गया, लेकिन आपका परफ्यूम रह गया।
बिना गैस वाला फॉग ये जल्दी से उड़ेगा नहीं, रहेगा।
नए एक्वागार्ड के फिल्टर अब पूरे 2 साल चलते हैं।
2 साल? नए एक्वागार्ड में है नैनोपोर टेक्नोलॉजी वाले फिल्टर्स जो दें सुरक्षा पूरे 2 साल तक। एक्वागार्ड लॉन्ग लाइफ फिल्टर्स, लाइफ लॉन्ग सुरक्षा।
Shots like that, DK, I think it's just a growing confidence in and amongst Indian supporters, isn't it?
Yes, he's getting into some really nice positions, and the one thing you need to watch out for is how many times he's hitting the center of the bat, and that's quite a bit. And what he needs to do is stay patient, because it's not going to be easy to hit boundaries there. He needs to wait on it. There will be some that's short or full, but if he's in a hurry, he'll probably end up picking the wrong ball. That's when temperament comes into play.
There's the balance then, isn't it, between technique and your mental strength and your game plan. So you've got those 3 elements just sort of swirling around time and time again. Get your game plan right first and foremost. Stay clear of mind. Stokes thinking he's close. Nitish Reddy feeling as if it's coming out of the middle of his bat.
Quite a big sprinkling of blue, as you'd come to expect. Last day, sold out again. Beautiful day though, not as warm as the others, but really nice.
If you haven't got a ticket for Old Trafford, if there are tickets left available, get one now, isn't it? It's just ramping up the Oval, likewise, for the last test of the series.
Whatever the result today, and at the moment, Winwiz tells us England very much ahead, and understandably so. It's going to be a cracking one in Manchester as well. Both teams are going to go really hard at each other, which they have so far in the 3 test matches. Make no mistake, in a week's time they'll be going again.
Looked to play, then wanted to duck. Put himself in an awkward position.
A really well-directed bounce. Straight at his helmet. Did get pepper on the helmet in the first innings as well, and that almost got him going in that innings. Still looking very much for the full ball. You can see the bouncer coming. Got into a bit of a tangle.
He got hit in the grill in the first innings. In a very similar position to that short ball. Stokes going to follow up with.
මේ ලෝකේ කවුරුත් කාවෙනුවන්වත් ඉපදෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක වෙන්නේ ජීවත් වෙන විදියෙන් තමයි.
කොයි වෙලාවෙත් කෝටුව අතේ. තාත්තලා දරුවන්ට ගොඩාක් ආදරේ. එයාලගේ පණ තමයි දරුවෝ.
Dialogue television සමගින් අනාගතය අත්විඳින්න. This Wickets movies සහ video on demand. Mobile එකෙන් TV බලන්න. Upgrade for the Dialogue view අත්දැකීම ඔබත් අත්විඳින්න. Dialogue view plus හෙට දවසේ තාක්ෂණයෙන් බලගන්නවන ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක එකේ රසාස්වාදය. Experience the future.
Last ball of Stokes is over. May well be the last ball of his spell. It's solid block. And a few words. How's your lip reading, Kumar?
Really unsure. It seems friendly.
Friendly compared to some that's gone in the series. It's now some more words.
Highly competitive. Pushing and nudging each other, skill-wise and verbally as well. But nothing really untoward. Every time I watch Stokes at work, it's incredible what a figurehead he's become. Every time the chips are down, he steps up. Replacing that for England used to be a very long-term quest.
Keep coming here, lads! Don't work here, boys!
At some stage, India's focus needs to turn to the next two batters. It'd be lovely if you're an India fan and these two bat long and get them really close, but if they do lose a wicket either side of lunch, Jasprit Bumrah has been on a run of ducks. How many ducks has he had, Benny? 4 in a row. How do they play? They lost 4 for 11 in the first innings. How do those tail-enders, Bumrah and Siraj, they just try and survive, or are they better playing their shots? Bumrah has scored against England by playing his shots. Oh, that was supposed to go through around about chest high, and it just went over off stump, maybe a fraction wide.
That is what you see on a 5-day pitch. You've seen it on and off in the previous 4 days as well. It's just got a little bit worse. Batting is not easy. But for Bumrah, it's about partnering with the other batter. They will have to bat for runs. They should have yesterday as well, Nasser. One of the questions I wanted to ask you after this delivery and probably at the next over was just a little bit on what the Indian attitude should have been starting from the 16 overs on the previous day.
Sweeper gets down, Crawley gets up. Jadeja comes back for 2. India require 90. England 3 wickets, 101 for 7.
Experience the future with Dialogue Television. Best of local and international content. Thousands of videos on demand. seamless rewind. Remoteless control on your mobile. Continue watching on the go. Your Dialog View experience is now upgraded. Dialog View Plus, tomorrow's entertainment today.
लेकिन आपका परफ्यूम रह गया।
बिना गैस वाला फॉग ये जल्दी से उड़ेगा नहीं, रहेगा।
Skechers slip-ins, hands-free and effortless. Don't believe us? तो कार्तिक आर्यन से पूछते हैं if he has any problems.
अरे प्रॉब्लम ये है कि कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है। ना झुकना, ना टच करना, बस स्लिप इन करो और चलो।
Skechers hands-free slip-ins, no bending, no touching, just slip in.
फ्यूचर में मैं कभी तो रिटायरमेंट लूंगा, उसी की प्रैक्टिस कर रहा हूँ। मैंने लाइफ टाइम प्लानिंग ऑलरेडी कर ली है।
पाइए गारंटीड रिटर्न्स और इंस्टेंट इनकम का डबल भरोसा।
एक्सिस मैक्स लाइफ इंश्योरेंस।
भरोसा तुम हो। हमारा डेजर्ट आ गया पर हमारी चैंपियन नहीं आई अब तक।
बिल भरने के पहले तो आएगी ना।
So girls, क्या हो रहा है?
बिल हो रहा है।
चल अपना कार्ड दे।
पिन दे।
RBI कहता है अपना पिन, OTP, CVV या इंटरनेट बैंकिंग पासवर्ड किसी को ना दे। ऑनलाइन बैंकिंग सिर्फ अपने ही कंप्यूटर, मोबाइल और सिक्योर नेटवर्क से करें। हाँ, ये खाने की चैंपियनशिप थी क्या? RBI कहता है जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
Scorpio N, the big daddy of SUVs, now with ADAS. Z8 range stops at 17.58 lakh.
Yeah, Jadeja ball watching. Running down the ground. He didn't mean to run into Cars. Cars in the way. Arm around Jadeja's shoulder. I think Cars didn't appreciate that, but it's just accidental.
I don't think either did anything wrong. They were just both ball watching. I don't know what they got heated about. Ben Stokes got between them.
I think what happened was Cars told him to run around him. Jadeja went and said, "No, I was watching the ball. I was not running at you." And then it just continued. A friendly conversation. Sets everything up beautiful for the next two tests. That's right. What I wanted to ask you was 16 overs in the day yesterday, Nasser. You're coaching. What are you going to tell your batters? Because the way India came out and batted, I thought, forget today. It's been good cricket from England, but yesterday they had an opportunity to get themselves ahead. Do you think that the right message was sent? Were they batting for runs, or what were they trying to do, really? Well, everything seemed calm and they were going pretty well. Obviously, they lost the early wicket of Jaiswal. I thought Karen Nair's dismissal, at that point, I just thought they were going fine and they just left a straight one. And that opened the door for England. In the air for a long time. Ollie Pope diving to his left, couldn't get a hand on it. First boundary for a while. 80 deliveries. Yeah, a welcome one as well. You hear the Indian fans cheer. A rare boundary, a despairing dive. That's well hit. A lot better when intent is shown. They aren't going to do it in singles. They talked about Karen Nair. I mean, some of the feedback I got was that he was finding it very difficult, both batters, to pick Cars up from the end he was bowling. But that's the whole point, isn't it? If you can't pick someone up, you don't try and hedge your bets either way. You just always play for the ball coming in, and you have to be decisive. Like you said, just left a straight one. Surely this has got to be Stokes' last. Long follow through, a thumbs up, and it's 107 for 7.
Dialogue television samagin anagate attinilla. Bahas survive karalla. Mobile again control karalla. Upgrade from dialogue team addeki obat attinilla. Dialogue team plus. Ita davase dakshani balagan bala Sri Lanka ve anta eki rasa swadaya.
This is it. The power, the passion, and the...
Yeah, he's struggling to pick it up. This is the end that the top order Indian batters struggled against Khas as well. Just seems to be losing the ball in the background. One didn't really stay up. This was both pretty full. Puff of dust.
Well, Kumar Sangakkara will know all about that as a left-hander. We often talk about the spinner and the rough, but as a left-hander, sometimes when it gets so dry, even the seamer, it just grips from those footholds, and you can chip it in the air somewhere.
Now, we had a caught and bold chance. KL Rahul yesterday against Jofra Archer, that full length really gripping in the pitch, changing pace, and you drive on spec. Sometimes the natural variation brings in false shots, or even if it's a good shot, the ball can go in the air. We've seen a lot of drives today, square at the wicket, staying in there for a long time.
Stokes getting loose. He had his cap off at one stage 2 or 3 overs ago, and Stokes said, no, I'm going again. I think he's been given the nod. Wants to, and he just has to send him back. Got to be careful running with Jadeja.
The communication is key. That would have been absolutely disastrous. They ran the first one hard. Well, at least he's got his gloves actually worn rather than holding them in his hand. Luckily, he was batting. Yeah, false start, called him back, then sent him back. Jadeja rightly upset with himself. It's worse when Jadeja's a non-strike with gloves in hand. He turns blind. One of my pet peeves.
First thing, get past Cars, who gives him the stare. Second thing, get your calling right.
This is it. The power, the passion, and the stage. Global Super League 2025. Catch the action live on the Papare TV2, Dialogue View, and thepapare.com. A fierce T20 showdown is upon us.
Looks like it may be a double change. A Root getting loose as well at mid-off. All that rough and a left-hander. No Bashir, he's off the field still with that digit of his. Root was getting loose.
I think it's a perfect pitch for Root to bowl on. He's got a low release. Bashir sitting and watching. Unsure whether he'll be bowling, be fit to bowl. Joe Root, low arm release. Ball can skid through, gets turn as well. He bowls really smartly. An interesting battle.
They've got their length spot on. England, Stokes in particular from this end. Archer started a bit full, but within 2 or 3 overs he just dragged it back. And the top of Rishabh Pant's off stump.
Yeah, look at the graph. I'm a little bit confused as to why Indian batters were so static. Everyone back in their crease. Rahul really deep in their crease. I was watching Joe Root bat yesterday. When Brook at certain times, they were proactive, inventive, because the nature of the pitch calls for it. A middling total, 193 to... You have to bat for runs. You have to show that intent. Makes everything a little bit easier, even on a tricky pitch.
සහන දුව මේ පැතරවද අනේ දෙයනේ දුර මහලා තිබුණේ සාල්ලේ
මේ වගේ පොඩි ළමයිට තනියම එළියට යන්න බෑ
යා මොනවා කරනව ඇතිද මට කොහෙන් හරි මගේ දරුවව ගෙනත් දෙන්න ඔයාගේ කැමතිම ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් ක්ලික් කරගන්නේ නැතුව view app එකේ data කැපෙන්නේ නැතුවම බලන්න අදම view app එක download කර ඔයාගේ dialog TV connection එක add කරන්න මේ හිතාගෙන ඉන්නේ කමෙන්ට් එක රස්සාවට යන්න.
හොඳයි. මේ අස්සයට පුතුරුගුණ ඉන්නේ කියලා දෙන්න ඕනේ නැහැ.
මට කවදාවත් ජීවිතේ තේරුම් ගන්න බැරි වුණා සර්.
Gully has been a key area on this surface. You think of Zach Crawley, you think of Ollie Pope getting dropped there, Joe Root getting to his 100th through Gully. A lot of catches have gone in the air. This has gone quite square. I wonder if England can have a couple of catches in there at Gully.
Maybe even bring the short mid-wicket over. Ollie Pope's there now. He's come in, just as you said, Nasser, just in front of the crease.
Yeah, maybe slightly behind. Have Duckett there. Duckett's gone back on the one. Just have 2 of them. Duckett chatting to him. Pope, I reckon Pope is right there. Stokes wants him squarer. It's okay. Duckett has to come up catching. Stokes goes again. Short mid-wicket does come across. Yeah, that's a better catching position behind square. wonder if England know that as well, the point you make about the Indian batters have been struggling to pick up Carse out of the pavilion. Used to edge batsman, if you think of that famous spell from Flintoff to Callis, who he didn't pick it up at all. Can here, with the members sitting in front, can be tricky. Carse again going full.
It also depends on the bowler, release points, height. They've just struggled. I mean, Carse has actually bowled quite a few balls that the Indians could have put away. But they've all struggled.
Inside edge pass, leg stump. That'll be a couple. Nervy times.
Look back quickly at the puff of dust. Maybe that helped deviate the ball away. Seemed to be headed for the stumps. Same reaction as us.
Taking them down. 82 needed at the moment, just checking a no ball. And Carse has been told he's got to bowl another one. It is a no ball.
And that takes him off 111 to 112. The dressing room put their feet down. Just over the line.
Is down. Fell hard there on a hard surface, picks himself up. 81 needed for India, 112 for 7.
Mama කිව්වේ හිතාගෙන ඉන්නේ. කමෙන්ට් එක රසාව දෙන්න.
හොඳයි. මේ අස්සයට පුතුරුගුණේ ඉන්නේ කියලා දෙන්න ඕනේ නැහැ.
මට කවදාවත් ජීවිතේ තේරුම් ගන්න බැරි වුණා සමහරවිට.
පාරේ යනකොට ඔය විදිහට අවධානයෙන් යන්න බලන්න. නැත්තම් පාරේ යන වාහනයක් ඕගලන් අරගෙන එන්න. වෙද මහත්තයා. මොකද? මේ ධර්මපාල මන්ත්‍රීතුමා ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නවා එළියේ.
This is it. The power, the passion, and the stage. Global Super League 2025. Catch the action live on the Papare TV2, Dialogue View, and thepapare.com. A fierce T20 showdown is upon us. Zimbabwe, South Africa, New Zealand. 3 nations, 1 trophy. Catch the action live on the Papare TV1 and Dialogue View.
Eddie Campion is the fielding substitute at mid-on.
Stroke of lunch, it is the wizard that is Wokes. He has run off towards the pattern. A big wicket, right on lunch. Outstanding bowling. Just simply outstanding. They needed a team effort, not just looking to Stokes and Archer. And Stokes delivers, beautifully bowled. And Nitish Kumar Reddy fending, nicking it, and then looking heavenwards. Brendan McCullum applauds. England going to lunch right on top.
Reddy has to go. Unlucky 13 for him. 112 for 8 and